There are stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, oh, but it's okay. I don't have a
We are attempting, Rose and I are both creators on YouTube that do a lot of Watts videos. And wait, I think I see her. Is Mercury retrograde or something? Because this is insane. I attempted to do both Facebook and YouTube. That didn't work. So then I attempted, we went over to YouTube and that didn't work. And now we're doing Facebook. Oh, wait. It says you're joining still, Rose. It says you're joining, but we can't see you yet. There you are. My face is really up there. Can you see and hear?
Yes, it was paused a little bit for a second, but I can see it now. Hi, Annie. I've never done this. This is fun. Oh man, you're freezing. I'm gonna jump on my Wi-Fi and.
So I can't hear
that
you
should
very
help.
well. Can you hear me?
I don't know. Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Barely. I don't have headphones in.
Okay.
But
I think I turned up. Sorry.
I don't know how to make it different. Oh well, it's our first time doing this, so at least we'll know how to do it after this. And I do see
Exactly.
There were some people that came in, but I see Annie in there. Can you hear me okay?
I can. There's something over the bottom of my screen. I'm trying to. Oh, it's the chat. Okay. I can still see it. Sorry about that.
I can hear you, but barely. But I think we can still do it. Can you hear me okay?
Okay. Yeah, you're perfect. I talk really quietly, so I'll just try to project a little.
No, it's real. There's something. It's like something's wrong. Anyway, so guys, this is Rose, and I met her over on Facebook or on YouTube, and she's a fellow creator, and she does a lot of Watts videos like I do. And we decided, because it's the 4th anniversary of the murder of shanannwatts, Bella Watts, and Watts, and Nico Watts. Although a lot of people like to call him Rusek, but I don't think you can do that, because when they died, their name was Watts, and that's just what their name is. And so I say Watts. What do you say? Do you call him Rusek or Watts?
I say Watts because it traditionally, like, that's the children's dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And since Shanann was a Watts at the time that she died, I always go by Watts, but respectfully to her parents, of course, if I was in their presence, they preferred that, I would do that, but I would just consider them Watts. To me, it's easier. I can't say Ruchek or spell it usually, so.
Yeah, I have a hard time too saying it. But yeah, I guess if I was in the presence of the parents and they wanted me to say something different, I would. Oh, good. Annie can hear both of us okay, so it's not a problem for the chat.
Okay, good.
So do you want to talk about Watts and what the case is and explain it? You said you had some notes, or do you want me to?
I'll let you. My notes are basically just a little bit about, like, my experience, so I don't get nervous and, like, at the house. But you probably tell the story better than me.
Rose has an experience actually at the house, the 2825 Saratoga Trail, and what is it, Frederick?
Yeah.
Frederick, Colorado. So this case is about Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico. On August 13th, Shanann returned home from a business trip, and there's a video of her walking into the house, and that was the last time anyone ever saw Shanann, Bella, Cece, or Nico again. The next day, Chris loaded them up into his truck. Well, if you believe, there's so many different versions, but I'm going to tell the version that I believe, and I don't know if this is the version you believe, but I believe that he loaded his dead wife into the truck and then put his 2 alive daughters that he attempted to murder but couldn't. They woke back up. He didn't suffocate them long enough. Put them in the truck with their dead mom at their feet and drove about an hour to a site, buried his wife into the ground, and then came and took his daughter Cece and suffocated her, and then took her up into the oil tanks and put her into an oil battery. And then he came down to his 5-year-old daughter. Or was she 4? Was she 4 or 5? She was about to turn 5.
I think she was,
She was going to turn 5 in December. And she said to him, "Are you going to do to me what you did to Cece?" And he says he doesn't remember if he said yes or no.
I think he does.
He said yes.
I think he said yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't have a heart and soul at that time. I just definitely think he wasn't being a nice guy about it. I think he's trying to save a little face, but.
Okay. Well,
Sorry,
this is what, what I truly believe what happened was, I believe he was so lazy and there wasn't time for him to make all those trips back and forth and all over the place. I believe he marched Bella up the stairs with Cece in his arms, and then I think he did what he did up there. I really believe that.
Oh my gosh. I always kind of thought that maybe she walked up too.
Yeah.
But I did not think that maybe Cece was with her. Oh, that's devastating.
Because it's too many trips. He didn't have enough time.
Yeah, it's not like he's thinking about convenience for them or being kind in any way.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. So much sense.
By the time he got there, it had to have been daylight. So he was doing this in broad daylight, and he knew he had people coming because of that problem with the leak or whatever it was. Was it a leak? So he had to cut some time off. Either that, or he went ahead of time and dug the grave for Shannon before.
I think he did. I just have a weird feeling that he did, and he brought the girls. Somebody says that the girls mentioned, and I don't know if this is true, at the party, that they were out digging holes that day or previous day or something. So I don't know if that's true, but I just have a feeling that they were out there. People are like, why is there the 2 little holes by the big hole where it looks like someone was digging? And I think maybe they were digging little holes too. They didn't know that he was digging a bigger hole for her. I think it was out there because that ground, Colorado, traditionally, the ground is not like, it's pretty hard. Yeah. We have a lot of clay. So the fact that he could get down there, even in, I would say it would like take 3 or 4 hours to dig a decent hole for someone. I know she was shallow in there, but I really feel like it would have taken him a lot of time that morning.
He was really lazy. He was lazy with his murders. So yeah, he probably did go early and that makes sense. I never saw the little holes, but it would make sense that while he was digging it, the girls were doing. It's so hard to think about. It's so hard to think about.
It's incredibly hard, and a girl's relationship with their dad is so important in their life that I'm sure heading all the way up there, if they walk there or on the ride there, I think they still totally trusted him the entire time. And that's the really sad part, is that that's another betrayal on top of everything, I
think Cece had some brain damage from the first attempt.
I think so too.
Because a lot of this, Sherilyn Cadle, her book, although, her book is suspect, but I think some of it's true. And she mentions a lot about that night, what he was doing and thinking. And there's even one chapter where he talks about getting Shannon's body from the bedroom to the truck. And Have you
Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know